Hey guys, welcome to my Dubai Fitness Challenge practice video. My name is Neha Duseja and I'm going to be taking you through a vinyasa flow today. So we're going to be working on some strength stuff, we're going to be working on some core stuff, we're going to be busting through our fears a little bit. We're going to be having so much fun through all of it though. So let's get started. Come join me on your mat, grab your water, take as many breaks as you need and do as much as you can, the best that you can. That's all that you can ever offer, right? So come on in, let's go for it. So come join me in all fours. We're going to begin in this position here. Make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders and your hips are in line with your knees. We're going to begin with a quick little wrist warm-up. So bring the heels of your hands towards each other. Begin to just slowly circle through the wrists. So allowing yourself to move the shoulders as far over the fingertips as you possibly can. Breathing in, breathing out. Try not to hold your breath if the stretch feels a little bit intense. Just continue to lean into the intensity. Use your breath to continue to keep your mind and your body nice and open. Coming back through center, we're just going to turn the palms around. So the fleshy part of the palm is facing up to the sky. Press the floor away with the back of the palms. Wrap the triceps around and under. Breathe into the top of the wrist. For those of you who sit at the desk all day long, this might be a really intense stretch where you type a lot, but it's so good for your wrists. Really, really good for your wrists. So continue leaning forward. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and sit back onto your heels, interlace the fingers, and just roll the wrists out. So we're going to talk about a little principle called protraction before we go into the practice today, because we're going to be using that skill, that drill, that thing quite a lot as we go through. It's an isolated movement, which is very unlike yoga, because in yoga we do talk a lot about doing things in unison, using the whole body as one piece. But we're going to be working protraction quite a bit. So let's talk about this a little bit. I want you to extend your arms forward. Try and keep your rib cage neutral, your spine neutral, and your pelvis neutral. So pull the lower ribs in just a little bit. Feel everything line up in the center. Press the palms out in front of you. Now on your inhale breath, I want you to think about plugging the humerus bone, the arm bones, back into the shoulder sockets and squeezing the muscles in the upper back. As you exhale, you're going to press through the palms, reach through the palms, and feel the upper back broaden slightly. Let's do it again. Inhale to squeeze the muscles in the upper back. Exhale to press through the palms and feel the broadening in the upper back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale to retract the scapula. Squeeze in the upper back. Exhale to protract the scapula. Now, if you feel like this is something that's brand new to you, you might want to just hang out here and do that a few more times like this. Feel free to do that. If you feel like you've got the action, come down into all fours. Let's add the floor as part of the equation here. So as you inhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone slightly under, drop the chest down towards the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale to press through the floor and broaden through the upper back. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Try not to bend the elbows at all as you do this. 3, keep going. For 4, push for 5, push for 6, push for 7, push for 8, push for 9, squeeze, push for 10. Sit back onto your heels, give your arms a little bit of a shake. Well done, that was awesome. All right, so I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to ask you to think about adding one more progression here. So if you feel like you're got the hang of it, you're going to step back into plank. If you're still working on understanding the movement, no worries at all, stay in all fours. All right, so hands down. If you're stepping back into plank, step it all the way back. Tuck the tailbone under because you don't want the hips to move when you're doing this work. So inhale to drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to press through the palms and broaden through the upper back. Inhale, exhale for 1, keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Amazing job. 10. This time we're going to push back and meet up in downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog to bend and stretch and wiggle and shake. Check in with your hips, your hamstrings. Breathe into the body. Allow your neck and your head to be nice and light, nice and heavy. Allow the back of the neck to be really nice and long. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to walk your hands back to meet your feet. Grab opposite elbows, just allow yourself to hang out here for a moment. Breathe into the back of the legs. Allow yourself to use your breath to create lots and lots of room, lots of space here. Ground down through the balls of your feet. Allow your toes to be nice and fluffy and soft. There's no gripping of the floor. Relax your toes. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to walk your hands back out into downward facing dog. Now go ahead and lift your heels, wave the spine forwards, a plank pose on the inhale. As you exhale, push the floor away, protract the scapula. Maintain that protraction in the upper back, that engagement in the upper back. You're slowly going to begin to lower down. Bend the elbows, lower down slowly. And if you need to put your knees down, please put the knees down, coming down for 3, nice and slow. 2, and 1. Belly arrives on the mat. Take your fingertips out to the sides, elbows point up to the sky. Press down through the tops of the feet. Inhale to wave the spine up, little cobra pose. Exhaling to lower down. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale to wave the spine up, roll the shoulders back. Exhaling to lower down. Let's go once more. Inhale to breathe, baby cobra, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest up. Exhale to nicely lower down. Slide the hands back in line with your floating ribs. Engage the muscles in the upper back to lift the chest up off the floor. On the exhalation, we're taking it back into down dog. Again, take a big breath in, big breath out. You're gonna press into the balls of your feet, lift your heels up nice and high. Begin to tiptoe yourself all the way to the top of the mat. Keep pushing the floor away, broadening through the upper back as you come forward. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Ground your heels into the floor, bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs, and then one vertebrae at a time to come up to standing. Take your time, moving slow, roll all the way up. Take an inhale, exhale completely. The head and the neck come up last. On your next inhalation, reach the arms up to the sky. Watch your palms touch. As you exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. So we always set an intention for the practice before we begin, allowing ourselves to reset every time our mind gets a little bit crazy and runs away with all its judgment and all its evaluation of the practice. All right, so let's create an intention for space. Space is a great thing to kind of intend for, just because we lead busy lives, we're thinking a lot, we're doing a lot. So space is kind of necessary for us to become calm and grounded, and also to create possibility, right? We never know what we can do unless we give ourselves the space to try. When you're trying, make sure that you have this attitude of laughter and play, and let go of your expectations, because if you can do, then you just allow things to happen naturally. All right, enjoy the flow, enjoy the practice, rise to the challenge. Here we go. Ground your heels, take an inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch. As you exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway up, lift up and lengthen, breathe in. You're gonna place your palms on the floor, bend your knees and jump the feet back and land in plank pose. All right, now in plank, I want us to do a couple of push-ups. It's a slightly modified Surya A. You can always come down to the knees. You're going to lean forward, hug the elbows into the sides of the body, lower down for 1 and push up and protract that scapula. So continuing to understand what it means to find that engagement in the upper back for 2, lean forward, lower down, push up for 3. Next time you go down towards the floor, let's come all the way down and then roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, come in cobra pose. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Grounding down through the thumb and index finger on both hands, sending the floor away with the arms, wrapping the triceps around and under, sending the hips up to the sky. Draw the lower ribs in, start to feel that core connection in the belly, start to feel the lightness in your limbs. Take another inhale, look forward, bend your knees. As you exhale, you're gonna jump your feet around your hands. Come in, Malasana. Drop the hips, lift the heart. Press the arms against the legs. And don't forget to press the legs back against the arms. So the pressing of the legs against the arms energizes your inner thighs. That's kind of like the lowest part of your core, so to speak, allowing yourself to engage that pelvic floor. Keep the chest lifted, keep the feet grounded, keep the breath nice and easy. This is also a really great time to start to experiment with those connections in your body. So part of what we do in the yoga practice is link up the body, find these really beautiful, subtle connections like the lower belly and the lower back, drawing the navel in towards your spine, creating space in the lumbar spine, feeling the tailbone reaching for the floor, lengthening out that spine. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands down, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway up, lift up and lengthen. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels, inhale to rise. Reach the arms to the sky, watch your palms touch. We're gonna go straight into round number 2, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway up, lift up and lengthen, inhale. This time, I want you to plant your palms. You're going to lean into your hands, round your back, push the floor away. Find that protraction in your upper back. You're all the way on your tiptoes for 3. Stay with it. 2. And step back to plank pose. We're going to do 3 more push-ups here. So again, if you can, you're going to keep your knees off the floor. If you need to place your knees down, please do it. Lean forward, lower down, and push up and finish in protraction for 1. Lean forward, lower down, push up for 2. As you're going down, continue to push the floor away. And then push up for 3, protract to finish. Lean forward, lowering down slowly, all the way down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, come in cobra pose. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Think about sending your chest towards your thighs, allowing your gaze to travel to your belly button. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long, breathing into your shoulders, breathing into your upper back. Allowing yourself to use your breath to create as much space in the body as you possibly can. Take another inhale breath, look forward, bend your knees. You're gonna jump your feet around your hands, come on up. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. So if you want to, staying right here, making sure that your heels are grounded. So if you need to lift your hips up a little bit to make sure your heels are grounded, make sure you do that, and then experiment with dropping the hips a little bit more. If you're quite comfortable here, take your right arm in front of the right shin, left arm take it up to the sky. Draw the belly in and just open up those wings. Breathe in, breathe out for 3. Stay with it, 2. And 1. Coming back through center, let's do the second side. Left arm in front of the left shin, right arm take it up to the sky. So Malasana is one of those awesome postures that kind of counteracts all that sitting in a chair that we do all day long. So if you can, when you're at home, make sure to pop a squat as often as possible, just to stretch out the hips, stretch out the body, right? The lower back can go nice and long. Really, really good thing to start to add to your daily routine. Coming back through center, hands on the floor, forward folding, Uttanasana. Halfway up, lift up and lengthen. Exhale to fold forward. Ground your heels, inhale to rise. Reach the arms to the sky, watch your palms touch. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Last one here. Take an inhale, breathe, reach for the sky. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway up, lift up and lengthen, breathe in, plant your palms, again, round your back, push the floor away, protract that scapula, hold, 3, 2, And 1, step back to plank pose. Last 3 push-ups, I promise. Lean forward, lower down for 1, push up and protract that scapula. Your body is moving like one piece. If you feel like the wave is happening, please make sure to put your knees on the floor. Last time, we're coming down nice and slow and controlled all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, inhale. As you exhale, take yourself back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more big inhale, big exhale. Good job. So here's where I want you to start to have a little bit of an attitude of play. You're going to bring your legs together. We're going to do this together 3 times. What I want you to do is I want you to look in between your thumbs, keep squeezing your thighs towards each other. You're going to look forward in between the hands and hop it up and back to down dog. We do that again a couple more times. Look forward, inhale, hop it up, and back to down dog. Last one, inhale, hop it up, into Malasana. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Inhaling, exhaling. This time, keep your feet where they are, keep rolling the thighs out. Draw the belly in as the arms go up, and then reach the arms forward, flip the palms, wrap the arms around the legs, and stand on the palms. So put your heels on your palms. Take an inhale, lift the head up. As you exhale, crown of the head coming down towards the floor. So this is actually one of my favorite stretches because wherever it is that your tightness lives, whether it's in your lower back or it's in your hips, that's exactly where you're gonna feel this stretch. So allow the crown of the head to get super duper heavy. Allow yourself to lean slightly forward, stretch the lower back out, stretch the middle back out. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, hands come down, fold forward, Uttanasana. You're gonna bring the feet together, heel toe your feet together, straight away. Bend the knees, arms go up, chair pose, Uttanasana. Send the weight back into your heels, breathe into your body. Hands to your heart center, lift the chest up, draw the navel in. Take another big inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna put your butt to the mat. Take your legs to the sky. Reach the arms forward. Plug the humerus bones back into the shoulder sockets. So try not to round the spine. Lift the chest up to meet the legs. If the legs being straight is not working for you, go ahead and bend the knees, all right? Shins parallel to the floor. Bring the heels together, big toe joints together, knees together to activate the inner thighs. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, we're gonna lower down into Ardha Navasana, half boat. Then we're also gonna bring the knees up to the triceps, round the back, find that compression, strengthen the psoas, press the palms up to the sky. Coming into this shape. Those of you who know it, it's crow pose, Bakasana. So again, bring the heels together, balls of the feet together, breathe in, breathe out for 3. Stay with it, 2, and 1. You're gonna rock up, cross your ankles, plant your palms, step back to plank. Lean forward, lower down, all the way to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up for the inhale. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Go ahead and take your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Make the right side of the body nice and long. Breathe in, breathe out. Square the pelvis off, extend the leg back behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Shift the body weight forward so you're in plank pose. Push the floor away, protract the scapula, and bring your knee to your tricep. Bring the heel to the glute, super important. Bring the heel up as well. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Step the foot forward in between your hands. Drop the left knee down, arms up to the sky, low lunge. If you have it in your practice to tuck your back toes under and come in, crescent pose, do it. Breathe into the sides of the body. Keep tucking the tailbone slightly under. Keep drawing the navel in towards the spine. Arms reaching up to the sky. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, everyone's gonna meet in the low lunge, Anjalayasana, hands down either side of your right foot. Walk the hands back, slide the right heel forward. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale breath. Exhale to bend the elbows, to Just check in with your hamstring on the right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, rebending through the right knee, hands down, step back, down dog. Inhale to wave the spine forward to plank pose. Slowly take your time building strength on the descent all the way down to the belly. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, breathe in. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Breathe out. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Left leg, take it up to the sky. As you exhale, bend the knee, open that hip. Make the left side body nice and long. Keep pushing the floor away with really strong, engaged arms. Square the pelvis off, extend the leg back behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that knee in, shift forward. Push the floor away, protract that scapula, knee to tricep, heel to hip, heel to butt. Breathe in, breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Again, low lunge or high lunge, whichever one you prefer. Reach the arms up to the sky. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Tuck the tailbone slightly under. Breathe into your body. Feel the action of the legs sending the floor away, reaching the arms up to the sky. Everyone's meeting in the low lunge. Knee comes down to the floor, hands down either side of your left foot. Walk the hands back, slide the heel forward, roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale to bend the elbows, breathe in, breathe out. Take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Rebending through the left knee, hands down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Wave the spine forward, plank pose on the inhale. Lower down all the way to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Exhaling back into down dog. All right, take an inhale. You're gonna jump your feet around your hands once more. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. So we're going to come into a little drill that will help you come into this posture called Bakasana that we did in the reclining position. Maybe if you've already got it in your practice, fly up into the posture. For those of you working on it, you can either start with keeping your knees outside your arms or placing your knees right upon your triceps. Hands are going to come out in front, hands are shoulder distance apart. You're going to round your back, push the floor away, broaden through the upper back. So that same protraction coming into play here. Lean forward, take your right foot off the floor for 5. Keep pushing the floor away, look forward, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, and then we fly up. Take the left side up. Take it up, heel up to the hip, breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Roll the wrists out. Take a moment here. Inhaling, exhaling. And then we're going to go in. We're going to do what's called Bakasana Rocks or Crow Rocks. So you're going to rock in and rock out. There's no pressure to stay in the position. If you have it in your practice to stay, go ahead and stay. All right, hands down, maintain the push, maintain the protraction, lean forward, and come back. Again, lean forward, and come back. One more time, lean forward, stay here, right foot up, maybe the left foot up, holding, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, step back to plank or shoot the legs back. Chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back. Take an inhale, lift the heart up. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, big breath out. So here's taking a little leap of faith. You're going to look forward, bend your knees, and try and get your knees right up against your triceps. So looking forward, take an inhale, exhale for 1. Go ahead and step back. Think about keeping your pelvis nice and high for 2. And maybe landing, if you do, holding, gripping the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Come down to a seat. Take your arms out in front of you. Swing the right arm across. Give it a little stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to your breath. Allow yourself to deepen the breath, three-dimensional breath, breathing into the front, the back, the sides of the rib cage. That's it. Let's go the opposite way. Left arm swings across. Give it a bit of stretch. Breathe in, breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, you're going to place your hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Look forward in between the hands. Walk your feet in just a little bit. Lean in. Chin to the chest. Come down towards the floor and push back and up. Okay? The further you take your feet back and drop your pelvis, the easier this is going to be. All right? So leaning forward, chin to chest, head comes down to the floor, push up. Let's do one more. Lean forward, chin to chest, head comes down to the floor, push up. So putting your knees on the floor, take a moment to breathe in, breathe out, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Where we're going with this drill is an experiment in tripod headstand. So if you've never done it before, I'm just going to quickly tell you what the alignment is, and then we're going to see if we can marry Bakasana with a tripod headstand here. So go nice and slow. If you've never done it before, perhaps put some pillows around you, or maybe do it close enough to a wall, so if you start to freak out, you can actually place your feet at the wall. All right, so the thing with the headstand is that it tends to be quite a controlled ascent. So working at any point within the progressions is good enough. You're getting all the benefits of the posture by simply placing your head below your heart. Everything above that is a bonus, okay? So you're gonna start with your hands next to your knees, and then the crown of your head goes out in front. So if you think of the base of an equilateral triangle, that's what we're trying to create with our foundation here. So hands go down, the crown of the head, the flat part of the head. If you're unsure of what that is, you're gonna place your thumbs at your ears, and then where the middle fingers meet, that part is what you place on the floor, out in front. The first thing you do when you place your head down is you look back at your arms and make sure you have this 90-degree angle with the arms here. Hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck your toes under, take your knees off the floor. So this is a really great place to stay and work if you're brand new to this. What tends to also freak people out about this headstand is there is a fair bit of weight in the head itself. So you're putting your head down, make sure to keep your neck nice and still, your head doesn't move at all right? So if that feels like you're doing enough, stay right there and work there. For the rest of you guys, hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Walk your feet in, and see if you can place a knee on a tricep, so like crow pose, and then place the other knee on the other tricep. This might be a really great place to work as well, just holding here, breathing into the body, finding your balance. If you know that you want to go a little bit further here, you're going to press through the palms and try and tuck. Hug the knees up into your chest. Push the floor away. Notice how your hips stack over your shoulders, and then from there, the legs going up into the air is actually the easiest part here. Keep hugging the elbows in, keep rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe nice and calm breaths. Stay here for as long as you like. Headstand is one of those postures that gives you as much benefit the longer you stay in, allowing the heart to have a little bit of a rest, allowing all the blood to flow into the head. Breathe in, breathe out. When you're ready to come down, nice and controlled, tuck the knees into your chest, the legs move like one piece. Place the knees on the triceps, and then land the knees on the floor. Okay, take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna lift the head up. All right, so if you wanna play with that one more time, play with that one more time. If you feel like you wanna begin to marry Bakasana with the tripod headstand, we'll do it once together. So you're gonna start in your crow pose. If you've got the crow, come on in. And then from there, you look forward, lean forward. So I have a little cheat here. I tend to slide my knees down my arms to make it easier to place my head on the floor. So we're here again, and then I push the floor away with my palms to lift my hips up on top of my shoulders. Extend the legs up to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees on the triceps. So here comes the trick. Dropping the hips just a little bit to feel my head get slightly lighter, and then grip the floor, protract the scapula to push and lift the head off the mat. Yeah. So if you move through that last part really fast, you tend to bring the feet down to the floor. Don't worry about it. All this stuff just comes with practice, and have an attitude of play about it. Try it again and again, and I promise you it will get easier. All right, well done. So you're gonna swing the legs around. I'm gonna quickly do a quick counter here. Ground your feet into the floor. Go ahead and lay back. Take an inhale. Lift your pelvis up to the sky. Keep your hands as they are. You can interlace your fingers underneath you. Roll the shoulders from side to side. Lift the chest up for 5. 4, keep extending the arms. Lift the shoulders underneath the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly releasing all the way down to the floor. Extend the left leg out. Hug the right knee in. And then go ahead and switch. Extending both legs out. Allow yourself to relax into the floor for your Shavasana. Taking your Shavasana for as long as you possibly need, as long as you possibly like. So taking as long as you need in Shavasana, allowing yourself to enjoy as much space as you possibly can after you've finished your practice. So you've just done 30 minutes of practice with me. Make sure to continue doing 30 minutes for 30 days. And whenever you do, make sure you're tagging Dubai Fitness Challenge. Use the hashtag Dubai 30x30. And make sure you follow me as well, Neha Duseja Yoga on Instagram. Thank you so much, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Tons of love and gratitude. Namaste.